Fnatic holding onto the high ground right here. This was the Wattson fences that we saw set up on the other side of the train tracks before. They're going to be able to cover so much ground with this here, but they have to ease their way into that truck that you see Team Liquid hanging out in, but they're forced out with the bubble as well, thanks to that Nox grass. 5
squads remain. Dreamfire is one of them. Your champions from Split 1 in APAC. But look at Scars gets taken out by Dreamfire's defensive bombardment. The Gibraltar ultimate too strong. And this is why you need a Gibby in your team comp, in my opinion. Late game, it is too powerful to have the Dome Shield, to have the defensive bombardment.
Where do you go? Where do you go at this point? Alliance just has you in your clear line of sight right now. They're looking to their backs. They're splitting some of that attention. It's FNC who have been holding on to the high ground for a while. They had those spots and fences set up. But Team Liquid, they're stuck with their backs against the circle.
Right. Yuki, the Chinese British sensation, was once on a love show in China. I swear to God, I can't make that up. One of the most handsome individuals I've ever seen in my entire life. Shout out to him. Got a lot of love for Yuki himself. Now joined this Alliance team. He played with Nasty Strafey and found some success, but since he's joined Alliance, it's become a brotherhood. These teammates are so close to one another. Good shots put in here. Dreamfire, I mentioned before, former champions for Split 1, and Roy's gonna knock one. Team Liquid is looking a little dicey.
Dreamfire looking fantastic here. You can see Roy is the kill leader with those 4 kills. They're tossing out those arc stars, the bombardment coming down. Fnatic still holding on to the side. Team Liquid now need to start moving.
And here, you guys, who has the win condition here, Vicky? Is it Alliance mid-map? No, TL's gonna get taken out, so Alliance is gonna continue to turtle up here. With the Caustic in their squad, we have a Wattson here for Fnatic. Honestly, this is anyone's game. It's a 3-way tie and opportunity here.
Fnatic just looked really good. They have to actually jump down from the high ground. They don't really have any cover right here. You see a lot of fighting happening on the other side of this truck, trying to put down that Wattson ult. Let's see if they have the opportunity.
That's big. The beacon's gonna come through from Wattson. That's gonna help them protect against any explosions and keep them alive for now, but TF is gonna take it out. Alliance is still mid-map, getting sandwiched here. The meat of the sandwich as Dreamfire closes in. Fnatic wants to bait this fight to start and doing such a good job of that, but Matsutasu is so damaged right now. Here comes the play opportunity.
Arcstar making its mark here. Gotta dance around those bombardments here too. Dreamfire versus Alliance versus Fnatic right now.
Dreamfire used their Gibby Bolt early. Bubble, sorry, but they have high ground. They have the win condition in my eyes. Alliance is content letting this fight happen. Fnatic gonna get melted. Welcome back to competitive esports, Fnatic, but you're gonna get taken out here. Dreamfire is just firing away, one after another. Easy money for Dreamfire, and they show up to play against Alliance, but somehow they're still alive.
They're taking so much damage off of this caustic gas here too, though. They're trying to go around, but as you can see, Bolin trying to jump right around this cart. He gets taken down. Now jumping down, it's Alliance. Dreamfire, Dreamfire now take game number 1 here in the ALGS Championship.
My man Sweet load up the firing range. Are we playing in an ALGS championship right now as he is not missing? And Malstera gonna do some damage himself. He's gonna get a knock on Rico, and Sutaraiku is gonna be eliminated to the hands of Fnatic. As we got Fnatic making their debut in competitive Apex again, their re-debut after a few years hiatus. Look at the damage. Malstera with the best defensive bombardment. Back-to-back great defensive bombardments from him. Back-to-back games and back-to-back damage. Malstera's doing so much work. All up to Yuka. Last alive, and he connects.
Why are you running here? You get taken down after trying to fully send it onto that team right here. And here comes NRG. Fnatic gave up the high ground and presented it to NRG on a silver platter, coming right behind Yuka's back.
Look at this. EXO's going to disengage. What a smart play from EXO. And that puts them in the 3v3 fight against NRG. They don't have a bubble to their name, but this is a game of arenas. I know we got some arena grinders in the crowd here. I was talking to one earlier. Well, guess what? 3v3. Kill to kill for the bread.
EXO now having to play only off of that natural landmass with the rock over to the side. NRG have the high ground. 2 squads left between EXO and NRG that have held this spot since the start of the game.
The damage from Sweet. The IGL, the Slayer, the tip of the spear. What doesn't he do? He's pushing wide right. He's getting so much damage in.
Look at the positioning here between Sweet, Nathan, and Rocker. Sweet taking a nice off angle, has a nice opportunity with the rest of EXO in his line of sight, funneling them into Nathan and Rocker's point of view.
But they got their bubble back, and they're able to push the 3v2. They know they have numbers on the wide right push, but such a good job from NRG to stay alive. Rocker and Nathan, the young duo, are going to do it. They got the Dome Shield, and they're going to heal back up, but the damage is done. EXO needs to push. They need to take this damage, and they need to fly.
Oh, let's see the opportunity. Nathan gets taken down. Rocker gets taken down here. The Cosmic Knockgas is too much. Sweet, the last one alive. Can we see him? No! EXO take it over NRG in game number 2.
Oh my goodness. Some way, somehow, EXO wins that. Sweet takes out the bow in a close range fight and gets taken out by Killapose and Co. Does Optic? No. Here comes the push. easy fight. Godfire might be able to rat their way to a win here, and the Dome Shield's gonna come in. Godfire needs to enter this fight if you want TSM to win this. Right below them is Optic Gaming.
See, they have the opportunity. You see the massive in Rev's hand. We talked about the Mad Maggie passive before. See, Imperial Hell does not have that Cyril anymore. Just used it earlier. The Nox Gas as well as Godfire now moving in with the redeploy, but they don't have the opportunity to actually take it away. They saw that they were fighting, but nobody wanted to overextend.
That's right, and for every second that Godfire distracts TSM, Optic pushes in. TSM's gonna ape, Reps drops, Hell's gonna try and rat, but they know he's there. Imperial Hell, 3 squads left. It's gonna be a 3rd place finish here for TSM. No way in hell they do it. Yes, they get taken out. Optic Gaming drops. Here comes the 3v3. Godfire, the damage is done from TSM, and Optic Gaming is gonna win it. Optic Gaming is your champion of game number 3.
They needed that. They needed that fallout. They were on the other side of the page of the overall leaderboards, and they needed that dub. But the performance that we just saw from TSM was insane.
They stare at each other across the water, and they suddenly realize that the priority positions both of them have been able to find have left them alive and have left them in a 3 versus 3. It's the calm before the storm, but it's Invictus who are trying to make the move already.
It's North America versus Europe plus RKN. Skittlecakes is trying to just take a little bit of a swing and angle here, but they've got to cross the wide open seas, and they've got to be careful not to drown here. Invictus Gaming, as you can see, the Optics still holding that high ground as the players and the teams just creep and tiptoe towards each other.
It is great work from Optic. They're constantly moving up that hill. As soon as they recognize Invictus were trying to take the high ground off of them, you've always got to be working up that hill and not down.
Defensive bombardment comes in as well. Skittlecakes is going to try and capitalize on the damage. The Arc Stars were going in, but the Wassingen is down as well. So the defensive bombardment is not going to be as impactful here as they would have wanted, but who's going to swing? Who's going to take a wide flank? It's Duplex!
Optic have surrounded them like raptors in Jurassic Park, and now they get to push.
Noct is moving in, the bubbles go down, the Peacekeeper shots looking to connect, but they can't quite finish off this fight. It's looking a little bit more dangerous than it was a few seconds ago. Noct and Skittlecakes, though, they've got the damage they needed to do. Skittlecakes gets chunked a little bit, though. This isn't quite looking as comfortable as RKN. The super sub looking to pull off a superhuman play towards the end, but Optic Gaming, they go back-to-back here and win the first game on Storm Point.
Boy, did IG make it difficult for them, though, but it was very well assessed, very well prioritized by Optic Gaming.
And I tell you what, Nocturnal's got pressure on his shoulders. One shot with the Kraber changes everything. And even though Optic Gaming is up in that great position, if you can hit a headshot with that Kraber and push the numbers back into your side, Liquid might be in a great place. As we see a late game Uber is late night driving. The bubble goes down from Exo.
Uber Eats has arrived, and Exo say, let's start to get involved in a fight here with Liquid. It's good damage, though. The Mastiff is ripping through shields right now as Liquid are frying.
Detonation eliminated. Liquid hold their ground, the bubble is down, but oh, they lose one! And another push is gonna come in now as Gilderson tries to hold the ground, but Optic make their move!
Here comes Optic, they're coming into play, to back is what they want, and it's so simple from this position.
Oh, they're just lighting them up, they move in, Duplex says, boys, it's time to go! The PK is in the hands, it's chunking away, Optic, back to back and looking to make it 3! Shot in, Duplex! Can you not know? Skittlecakes, it's all on you! Alliance, hold the ground!
How are you doing this? Alliance still alive. Skittlecakes in a 1 versus 1. Alliance have held it, and now you've got to do it, Vibes. You've got to stay alive. You've got the high ground. Push in, and you go!
Alliance can do this! Optic! Oh! Optic win it! Optic win it! Back to back to back for Optic Gaming. As we see Exo, I mentioned how World's Edge was great for them. Dreamfire, the winners of game number 1, still alive as well, as Fnatic will be eliminated. We're down to 3.
Remember, Exo were 23 points behind Optic Gaming going into this. A victory here plus a set of kills. They could still, in theory, take this first place position away from Optic Gaming. It is still doable. They have some KP. They have started to catch up because Optic Gaming were eliminated in that 7th place spot. But it's going to be difficult because there are 2 separate 3s waiting. Dreamfire, who won match number 1, and they could try and sandwich this Group C versus D with back-to-back victories in a way if you reversed it.
Well, Exo trying to force these 2 teams into a battle, trying to force them to do the work for them. Dreamfire, another one of the teams. They're going to have to move in on a few moments as well as the zone will close behind them. And I think that Dreamfire might be the first team who are going to have to bubble here. No cover to play with for them. They have to walk out into the open ground. I tell you what, the sand is looking pretty hot to step on right now.
DNG, they're losing players, and they will lose all of their players. Detonation out in third place. Now we've got a 3 versus 3, and Exo are already shredding.
Exo trying to hold this cross for now. They get the damage done to make it a 3v3. The bubble is forced. So now they will have that opportunity to get the bubble down last. Always so vital in these final moments.
So vital indeed. But look at this position from Dreamfire. Look at the shields for Dreamfire. But grenades now starting to really cause a problem here.
The Arc Stars are hurting, and so is the Peacekeeper. Big chunk as Exo look to add another win to their tally. They get it!
What a performance from Exo! Not just in that game, but this entire group.
Down to 4, and Optic are one of them. Nox last on his feet, though, has to bring his 2 teammates back into this fight. And it looks like he's going to be able to do so. Team Singularity, though, they might not be much longer for this game. They're out of here.
Dreamfire take down another. And now we've just got 3 left. And Dreamfire in arguably one of the best positions. Burger still have 1 player remaining. Optic trying to pick up their entire squad. Optic might have enough time. They do. Optic back on their feet.
And look at this. This bubble is going to disappear very soon. Nox was trying to play the off angle there, trying to see if he could take advantage of that situation, but the timing of recognition, knowing he was too far from his team to get away if that bubble dissipated and those 3 players just locked onto him, he retreats to his team and will live to fight another day.
Well, I said I wanted more from Team Burger, and they have delivered. They are into the final 3, but all 3 teams have now got back up to a full health. They've got back up to a full total, and they get that chance to assess, Mark. We've got 1 minute 30 for this final round to close. This is going to be slowly moving in. You've got a lot of room to work with, a lot of building, a lot of rocks to work with as well. You want to be the last team to engage in this fight so you can just pick up the pieces.
The zone's going to start to creep in now. This is what we love, these 3v3 situations. Optic make a move, trying to swing out to their right, trying to play against one of these fences. Maybe force some teams to make some mistakes, and it looks like DF are just sat up on that high ground, just waiting for their opportunity to strike. But the thing is, if DF, at some point, they will have to drop. Optic are in a great position here.
Dreamfire have to drop eventually, but if they can force the fight before, so which they have done, Optic go in, and now the 2 teams will fight under Dreamfire.
The call is coming from Optic Gaming. Boys, send it. Let's see if we can get inside that bubble. Let's see if we can get the damage down. But now, it's just a standoff between the 2 teams, and here come Dreamfire.
Dreamfire wanted some of the action, and that's a shred! And Dreamfire get the entry.
Duplex will fall. Optic down to 2, but 2 still alive. Tail now just shredding through the skies. And shredding on the ground as well. The car is singing.
Dreamfire in Dreamland. They're on top of the world right now. Optic down to 2. What can they do in this fight?
Optic, this is looking like a tough game to win for Dreamfire. It's looking like, how many KP can we rack up? There's your answer. Dreamfire with the first win of Groups B versus D.
They've done it again.
4 teams remaining. 2 of them need the points desperately. As TSM creep forward now. C9 still moving around that egg. They do have the ultimate high ground though. You can see that Naughty on the Valkyrie managed to take to the skies at just the right time to control what is going on around them. C9 in a great position here maybe to convert into a win.
But look at the fortress that Detonation Gaming have put on that beach side. They are in the perfect spot. The circle's moving towards them, and they've got so many Watson fences to defend them. If they can stay alive and force all of these other teams to go at each other, there is a chance that the duo could still win, but it looks like teams are starting to be wise of it. Grenades are starting to come through to try and take that team out.
And one tap, he needs a batty right now. He needs to get that battery popped. He needs to get his shields back up, because he's just lost them extremely quickly. Cloud9 now poking away. Albrelele with the bow check in hand, doing flesh damage, but not able to get that knock. And all teams, I think, know here they need to deal with a team on the outside. Otherwise, they're just going to be a nuisance. Everyone's starting to focus the attention, but TSM have got that zone closing behind them. They're going to have to move as well.
This is where composition can make a difference. Verholt is going to have the caustic gas to work with. Singularity lose 1. Imperial Hal has got a kill, and TSM are moving in.
Bubble down for TSM. They pick up the kills they require. They hold the ground, and now maybe they can take this spot. They can push in on the fight. Detonation are dealt with as Verholz moves in.
Nita Swap does not get it. TSM down to 2, but they can still win this one. How falls? It's all down to Reps.
Reps is trying to do what he can, but while all of this is happening, it's C9 who are going to move in! Cloud9 win it! And the momentum is truly back. Circle starts to close. It's about to get messy here in these final moments as Luminosity, they lose one to Nasky. Monsoon is down.
TSM have to bubble, they have to stay alive, Firehorse will fall, and TSM down to just 2. Optic Gaming will find themselves in one of the better positions. GMT also doing very well.
Shiny trying to hold the line. Imperial How trying to get the shield swap. He gets the shield swap here, and now they send it on the team. Luminosity dealt with by TSM.
More shield swaps available for them as well, but still Optic Gaming and GMT in such a good spot. But TSM can hide behind, but they're going to be focused.
Well, the big thing here for TSM is if they can survive for just a second longer, GMT are going to have to drop. The longer that they survive here, TSM, the higher that their chances of winning this game become as Hal picks up 1, Hal picks up 2, Hal picks up 3. And TSM win! Great movement right there, trying to, he's like, wait, are you shooting at me? All right, hold on. No friendly fire here. Let's keep it nice and simple, but look at Phoenix. They're on the edge in some thermites. The bubble's gonna have to happen. You can see Fury on the outside over here. Plenty of ammo in this turbocharged Havoc for Watson. 2 kills, 2 assists, looking for some more blood as that bubble is going to dissipate here very soon. Hackis is going to go down. That's going to be Mercy there with the car. Now it's up to Vapes and Yuki. We'll see what they can do. A lot of caustic damage from the gases coming through. Yuki down to a sliver of HP. Alliance going out in 7th place. E8 trying to do whatever they can, but Optic is taking the high ground, and Optic is taking the God spot. And when they get in these type of positions, they rarely end up blowing it. And I really feel like Optic is poised to do some serious damage over here, but they're going to have to go through Furia first.
That was just mean. I mean, they barely had to move to do all of that damage. Furia has been watching this side, being able to clear out those squads as they have to push in. E6 on the low ground. Optic being pushed by Furia up high. Cloud9's been holding out inside the building this entire time while all of this has been going down. Optic finding themselves in a rough spot. Duplex very low, does go down. This is where things are going to start to pop off. 3 squads left.
Zeratricky trying to hit the res, but E6 is on top of that. They're looking for the finish onto him, and now it's a 2 versus 3 scenario. E6 is making their move. C9, they're still alive. Zach with only a sliver of HP. They're trying to get on over towards the high ground. It's a little bit of a disadvantage coming to clamber up, and that's why E6 is punishing it. Can they win the 2 versus 3? It's up to Slayers. It's C9. 2 games out of 4 are going to take our first game on World's Edge. What a game.
Everyone's going to have to start collapsing in, though, on this final zone. Cloud9 starting to make a little bit of a move here. Pulverax to their side, someone that they're going to have to deal with while
EMP
everyone else is in front of them. This could be bad for Cloud9.
It's a big EMP. Pulverax is starting to collapse on that. You can see the shots coming in. Singularity is involved. They're going to go and hit some shots coming in from behind. Potential third parties happening as Albrulli is trying his best to hold up that knockdown shield. Zach Mazer trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Pulverax, they're going to go out in 5th place as Singularity now makes their move. And we'll see exactly what TSM decides that they want to do. They're still looking for some more blood. It's going to be Reps with the turbocharged up Havoc. I believe they were able to get Albrulli up throughout all of that too, but now Bryn is going to drop as well. As you can see C9 going out in 4th place now. 3 full squads of 9 remaining. We have Singularity, we have Invictus Gaming, and TSM.
That push in from Singularity almost saving Cloud9, but now TSM on the hunt trying to get this next win under their belts. Team Singularity also trying to do some damage. The bubbles are out on both sides, and Invictus on the other side can just watch this all happen in third party towards the end.
It's going to be one player going down. That was Reps initially. Invictus Gaming is now going to finally make their way outside the trailer looking for the third party. Can you win this 1v1? It looks like they will be able to do so. TSM going out in 3rd place. It should be easy pickings for Invictus Gaming. The patience is paying off. And now it's just a matter of time before they collapse on this one. Everybody's healthy. Invictus Gaming taking game number 5. What a performance from them. But now it's up to Optic Gaming to potentially take this group. Can they go back-to-back in the group stages? They dominated C versus D. They're looking to do the same here with a big dub. E8 is going to end up taking down Team Burger. Golden now with the kill lead. Optic Gaming healing inside of the blue trailer. 2 teams on the outside right now. It's going to be E8, it's PVX, and it's Optic Gaming. The reses are coming through, the heals coming through as well, and it's just one rat on the outside that could potentially ruin it for Optic Gaming. Mercy only taking position here with Presley. This is a great spot to be in for Optic Gaming if they can continue to stay alive and get these heals off. Maybe Duplex going to go for the syringe. Yes, Knock going to top off as well and hit that cell. They're looking for this final player. I think they have sound cues on the player that's ratting behind them.
E8 was really utilizing their angles well here, but there was enough time for Optic to fully get themselves reset, but the shield crack comes out with the frag. This is a perfect opportunity for E8 to make the push. Both bubbles are down, and Optic is trying to get a little bit of height here and see if they can clean this up. The PK shots are hitting Tom, and this is what we're looking for out of Skittle Cakes, but it's still a 1v2. Will he be able to close this one out?
No, E8 taking the final game of the night. Skittle Cakes had its all on the edge of his seat. Almost a potential 1v3. Let's go! You love to see it. The hype